Welcome everybody to the QBL 2018 Grand Final Series live from Star 106.3 FM Stadium in Townsville as the Townsville Flames host the Southern District Spartans. This broadcast is brought to you by Nothing But Net Media. Also brought to you by the Australian Sports Network and James Bowman down in Sydney. And also TCTC, the Townsville Creative Technologies College here in Townsville. I'm John Guarna, and I'm joined tonight by Dave Derwin. And Dave, we've got the two top teams in the 2018 Women's QBL competition here tonight and through the weekend with the title on the line. I think if you asked anybody before the season, these two teams would be at the top of their list. It's no surprise that we're seeing Townsville taking on Southern Districts.
No surprise, Johnny, at all. I think the key, obviously, Johnny, is they're the two teams that have survived, and so this is the two best teams going to go toe-to-toe in what is an absolutely, nothing will pick them apart. I'm thinking really close games, more than likely a three-game series, I'm thinking, and I guess we'll find out.
It was a fantastic series. Both teams had big wins in the semifinals. Townsville absolutely dismantling Rockhampton on their way to this grand final series. Southern Districts had to do it tough heading into Ipswich. Really, really tough battle. They had to come from behind to take down the favorite Ipswich Force women's team, the #2 seed in the QBL finals. Dave, how much do you put momentum into this case? I mean, Southern Districts are the hottest team in any QBL competition, men or women. They come into tonight on an 11-game tear, and they have the confidence because they know they can come in and win here because they're the only team to do so this season. And it wasn't even close in that matchup, Dave. It was a 96-67 win for the Spartans here in Townsville. How much confidence do the Spartans get out of that win?
Well, I think they get a little bit of confidence, but again, the challenge with coming in hot is, they've won 11 in a row. When they play well, as I was just talking to Coach Scheibner down there, is he thinks they're unstoppable. So, you just sort of throw all that out, and basically you're looking at it as a best of three, first of two, and so you want to win tonight, and then you put pressure on the other team, obviously, to make the adjustments. And but certainly they've got to be feeling pretty good about themselves with the hot win streak, and then coming here and thumping Townsville the last time they visited.
If you're Townsville, is that something that's in your mind, Dave?
Not at all.
Not at all.
Not from a coaching point of view. You just get that one and throw it out. And you go, here we go. We're here. We've been a really good team all year. If we can control the pace and play Townsville basketball, then, they think they're the best team in the comp.
I just want to take this time before we get into the game to thank all of the Townsville sponsors: A. Gabrielli Constructions, Dennis's Computers, Q Solutions, Beehive, Mendy Constructions, and Grilled here in Townsville. And I'm really excited to be here to be working with the TCTC, the Townsville College of Technology, the Townsville Creative Technology
TCTC.
College, TCTC. It's a tongue twister. I'm sorry, but let's say thanks to all the crew here at TCTC for providing the production for us. A couple of interesting matchups, Dave, and you talked to both coaches before the game. One of the key matchups is how Spartans are going to slow down Darcy Garvin, and you got to think it's going to be Romy Bear with that assignment.
Well, I'm not going to think, Johnny. I'm going to know, and that's exactly what Coach Scheibner just said. So obviously, it's got a bit of extra height and the athleticism that they'll try and throw at her, and they'll see how it works out. But again, in these sort of series, again, it's just like playing the game, Johnny. You read and react. So you try some stuff. We're talking to Coach Robes earlier as well tonight. They run similar offenses, so they really know each other pretty well. It's now just come down to the team that can defensively get after it and offensively look after the pill and execute.
And one of the keys to the game for Townsville, if they are to win this Game 1 matchup, is slowing down Ambrosia Anderson. Anderson was tremendous in that win here earlier in the season. She was 9 of 10 from the field, had 24 points, 5 of 6 from 3, Dave. The three-point shot is something that's going to be key. It has been key for both of these teams throughout the season. Yeah,
the Flames, #1 in three-pointers made, and shooting-wise too, Johnny, so they're deadly. Equally, they're the best team from 2. So, they've really got a great combination of inside, outside, and we were talking with some of the coaches before, and it's all around pace. I think if it's a fast tempo type game, it suits Townsville. If Spartans can junk it up a little bit, slow it down a little bit, that's going to be more their flavour.
We're just about set for the tip. You see the Townsville Flames in their home blue and gold, and the Spartans in their white uniforms with the colored stripes down the sides. Dave, I can't believe it. Feels like it was just round one yesterday. We're here in Townsville for the grand final series, and Garvin and Bear are going to match up for the tip. It's up, and it's won by Townsville. Stella Beck has it, and Beck, really a nice late addition. She's starting to find her place in this Townsville rotation. We didn't mention in the pregame the missing Mila Goodchild. That's going to be a big loss for Townsville, but they were able to accommodate that, and Lisa Brennan was one of them. She misses. Beck misses the tip. Another offensive rebound, though, for Townsville. And Garvin fires the three. That's way long. And Taya loses it out of bounds, so bit of nervous play from both teams to start on that first Townsville possession.
Yeah, a couple of good looks. Good patience offensively, and a couple of rebounds as well. And the first, obviously, the first quarter is going to be really settler as teams get into it, move the ball around, try and get everyone get a touch.
Cox going to fire a three. She's blocked by Parham, and then Aja Parham going to get called for the foul. Parham, one of the top block shots in the QBL competition. I think she's third on the ladder. Pretty impressive for a guard to be up there among the tall trees, leading the league in blocks.
Yeah, well, she certainly does, and as do the Spartans, Johnny, the lead in the league in blocks.
They go to Garvin over the top. She's got Parham on her back, gets to the rim. Layup is good. There's our first points of the evening, and it's Darcy Garvin with the layup. That's a really good matchup. There's just great matchups all over the court here. Ash Taya has been huge for Spartans. She gets to the rim. Her layup is too strong, and Garvin comes down with it. But, geez, Dave, you look at some of the matchups. You've got Taya and Ainsley Walsh. You've got Michaela Cox and Aja Parham. Rebecca Haynes and Lisa Brennan. There's some just a lot of talent here on the court tonight. Garvin, hesitation dribble, shuffles her feet. That's a turnover for Darcy Garvin. And Districts will have possession. Two veterans here, Michaela Cox and Aja Parham, matching up on both ends of the court. Haynes has it. She's going to fire a three. She drains that one. The captain, Beck Haynes, gives Districts their first points and their first lead of the night. And there's Beck using the hesitation. Dribble, layup is good, plus the foul. That's a good sign for Townsville. They're going to give that foul. Let's see who they give that one to. It's going to go against Ambrosia Anderson, her first personal, the team's first as well.
Yeah, good answer. Old-fashioned three-point play.
We were talking about it on the way up here, though, Dave, but no matter how long you've been playing the game of basketball, it's still quite difficult not to leave your feet on that little pump fake, little jab. So Beck hits it, and Townsville retakes the lead. Pass is stolen by Cox. She's got a 2-on-1 with Beck. Cox goes right at the defense. A lot of contact. Ball out of bounds. It's going to stay with Townsville. Good defense there by Romy Bear. Just want to let everyone know on YouTube, if you're watching, let us know who you are and where you're watching from. We'll get you a shot out. Another foul called. This one is going to go against Romy Bear on the baseline. Her first personal, that's the team's third.
Not a great deal in it, but again, Garvin looking to really be aggressive in that block, looking to bang, and I really like it from Townsville's point of view, being aggressive, great take.
Another take there by Beck.
Yeah.
She's been aggressive early. She's got 4 quick ones, and Townsville's up 4.
Doing her best Rusty Westbrook impersonation there, Johnny, leaving it out with the left.
Parham with the left hand answers, and Cox not wanting to contest. She doesn't want to pick up a silly foul. Cox keeping the dribble alive, finds Garvin inside. Layup is blocked again. Haynes gets it that time. And then Parham comes down with the defensive rebound. Here comes Bear. The pass is too strong. Anderson can't save it. Little miscommunication there. She thought Taya was going back door. Taya stopped the cut short.
Yeah.
Pass is stolen. Beck Haynes, the captain for the Spartans. She has it stripped.
Yeah,
good defense.
Great job.
Good hustle by the retiring Lisa Brennan. Brennan wants to go out a champion. That was a championship play as Cox throws it out of bounds off of Aja Parham. It's going to stay with Townsville. About 3 minutes, 15 seconds into this game, Dave. Pretty even matchup thus far. Kind of what we expected throughout this evening in the series.
Yeah, I don't really see a whole lot in the games at all, John. I think they're going to be very good games, really close, contested.
Walsh fouled on her way to the basket. She's going to go to the line for 2 shots. I think that one went against Parham, I think. If it is, that's going to be her second personal. And the 4th team foul against Spartans here.
And they're the big plays in these type of games. Picking up a couple of fouls, and then equally it's a big decision from the coaching staff as to leave them in or take them out and how long you leave them out for. So Parham, I think she's probably already got 3 blocks and just had that nice finish with the left.
Here's Parham going back door, nearly lost it. A lot of pressure, she turns it over. Beck recovers, and then they're going to get Beck, though, for the offensive foul. And she pushed off on Rebecca Haynes. So Haynes turned it over, but nice hustle there to pick up the offensive foul on Beck. Got to give a shout out to our friend down in Brisbane, Byron Luton. He's calling for the Spartans shootout. A few Spartans fans on the stream. Liv Lavo for the Spartans as well. And Chris Mudridge, he would love to be in the grand final, but he's watching it. Thanks for watching, Chris. Another turnover, Spartans. A few turnovers starting to creep in here for Southern Districts.
Yeah, they're a little frustrating turnovers, but the intent's good. You know, they're looking for nice passes, just miscued a couple times.
Here's Brennan along the baseline. Layup is good. Townsville doubling up on Southern Districts here, 10-5.
Yeah, offensively, Townsville's had a really good start, sharing the ball. And equally, I'd say Spartans' defense a little sloppy.
Bear hits a 3 in the corner, a wide open 3. No, Coach St. Maurice is going to expect better from his team. He knows how dangerous the Spartan shooters are. Brennan again along the baseline. Blocked by Bear. That's her second one of the night. And then Brennan nearly lost it. It does go out of bounds off of Townsville. So it's going to stay with the Spartans. First subs of the night, Alex Fowler in and Haley Andrews for Townsville. And Jess McDowell-White checking in for Spartans. And I think this is where it gets really interesting for the teams, Dave. The bench play is going to be huge in this series. You don't lose much when Jess McDowell comes on the court. Neither do you lose much when Haley Andrews or Alex Fowler comes in.
Yeah, and as you say, it's not necessarily going to be a make or break, but it's just nice if you can get a nice punch from the bench ladies as Beck gets out in the open floor.
A good steal there by Andrews, and Beck the beneficiary. It's 12-8 the lead for Townsville.
Again, off the back of another turnover, Johnny.
Bear backing down, kicks it out. Haynes, jump shot is up, in and out. Garbin grabs the rebound.
I think they can get a lot of good stuff out of Bear in the block, and just making plays out of that too. If they just really if they really just need to simplify it at times throughout the night. Ooh,
Parham, nice crossover. Can't get the finger roll to fall. Out of bounds off of Spartans. It's going to stay with Townsville.
Yeah, nice little crossover from Aja Parham then.
Parham looking to be aggressive here tonight. Cox goes away from the screen, brings it back out. Now Andrews has it. Haley Andrews just started her freshman season, well, really the summer season, as Garbin fires a jump shot that's strong. But Haley Andrews on scholarship with the Portland Pirates, pilots, I should say, of the West Coast Conference in Portland, Oregon. She got permission to come back for this grand final series, and that's a huge addition for Townsville. There is Andrews guarding Aja Parham. Parham comes off the screen, gets it to Bear. Now Bear inside, left-hand shot too strong, and Fowler with a nice strong defensive rebound. She's tied up though by Beck Haynes. Possession arrow favors the Spartans. That's what Beck Haynes does, Dave. She does a little bit of everything and does it all well.
Yeah, really good pressure, and that her relentlessness on the offensive board without fouling, which is the key, got him another little turnover.
Here's a timeout taken by the Spartans, so we'll take one as well. With just about 4 minutes to go, it's a 4-point lead for the Flames over the Spartans in your QBL Women's Grand Final Series. Back with you here at Star 105.3 FM Stadium. 106.3, sorry. I'm getting my radio stations confused. Apologies for that. But a good time out there taken by Spartans. They're only down 4. Probably just wanted to tidy up a few little things. Really, I think they're looking probably at those turnovers.
Yeah, and that's really been anything for them early on. Otherwise, they're getting plenty of good action. Beck Haynes to the rim with another nice take. Gets rewarded with a couple of foul shots.
That's going to go against Alex Fowler. That's going to be her first, the team's second. And Beck Haynes just doing a great job tonight. She does. I said it a few times in our coverage of the Spartans down in Brisbane, but she's one of my favorite players to watch. And I know I'm not supposed to play favorites. I'm supposed to be impartial, but she just does everything well and does all the little things. And that's, to me, what you want in a captain and a veteran player.
Yeah, and I think for Cox there, she needs to maybe just give her a little bit more of a gap, you know what I mean? Just a bit of a shorter closeout. And again, Haynes can certainly hit the jump shot, but I think they'd rather her shooting some long J's instead of her driving to the bucket, picking up fouls and penetrating.
Cox gets inside, misses the layup. Parham with the defensive rebound. She's looking to push the pace. Crosses over again to the left hand, picks up a dribble, finds a cutting Haynes. Layup is strong, though, for Beck Haynes.
Yeah, really nice pass from Parham again.
And here's Garvin, cross court to Beck. Good pump fake by Beck, gets inside. Floater is short, and then Haynes comes down with it. And we thought Townsville wanted to play fast, but Spartans looking to play fast as Bear lays it up plus the foul. It's going to go against Michaela Cox. And Romy Bear going to the free throw line for the three-point play opportunity and a chance to tie the game at 12.
Yeah, good vision in transition from Parham and great cut from Bear. Straight down the pipes, get the player on your back.
Bear's free throw ties it up at 12 with about 3 minutes to go in the first quarter. And don't forget, we will have the men's game for you shortly after this women's matchup. Michaela Cox 3 is good. You cannot give Michaela Cox that much time or space from deep.
Yeah, I really liked it. She wasn't too worried about shooting the ball either. She, squared up, bang. No hand up. I'm going to drain it on you.
Double teaming, and it leads to a turnover. Andrews with their second steal of the game goes right at the defense to lay it up and in. Haley Andrews giving the Flames some good minutes here off the bench. Cut by Parham, and she's fouled by Haley Andrews. That's going to be Andrews' first personal, the team's fourth.
but she's got to check the scout. You've got to know that Parnham's going to give and go really, really quick, Johnny. And again, you've got to play for that.
So Parham going to go to the free throw line for 2 shots. Her team down 5. Parham missed the first one. Second one up, and that's good. And Ash Taya going to check back in, this time for Aja Parham. Dave, coming into a grand final series, you expect the teams to shorten the rotations?
Yeah, I mean, I think you'll see, obviously, the main contributors play the majority, but you never know. It's always these guys, you know, you watch a bit of NBA, Johnny, and they always say, who's the person who's going to give you a spark that's come out of nowhere, and that's always the gem, is someone comes in, like Matt Smith last week in the men for Cairns. He came in and gave him 10 points, and really, that was critical in the end in a close game. So, you know, you're always, as a coach, you're always hoping that someone can come in and give you something you didn't expect. Just always a nice little bonus.
Beck Haynes gets inside. She's fouled by Darcy Garvin. That's going to put Townsville into the penalty. And Beck Haynes at the free throw line for 2 shots. Haynes strong on that first attempt. And the free throw shooting was a bit of an issue for Spartans last weekend in Ipswich. And Dave, you know, free throw shooting's always key, but especially in a tight one as Haynes misses them both.
Yeah, that's a really tough one. A couple tough misses, especially in these games when it's going to be what you'd imagine really, really close.
Got a minute 30 to go in the first quarter. Beck has it. She's going to get caught. No, they're going to
bonus?
Yeah, that's also going to go. That's going against Anais Curvan. Her first personal. That's putting Spartans in the penalty. Stella Beck going to go to the free throw line for 2 shots as Anderson checks back in for Bear. Beck missed the first. Second one good, though. So the lead up to 5 for Townsville. Long pass ahead, Beck Haynes. Good defense by Brennan, but a better pass from Haynes to a streaking Jess McDowell-White for the 2.
Great pass and a great running from McDowell-White, filling in the pass from Haynes.
Garvin hands off for Beck.
Just good reward for 2 players. Haynes ran a hard transition, and then McDowell-White did the same thing. So
that's a tough pass there by Brennan. Curvan steals it. Taya now over to the captain. Here's Anderson. She's going to fire top of the key 3. That rattles home. Ambrosia Anderson can shoot the rock. She ties it at 18. Garvin picks up the dribble, gets it to Michaela Cox. And Cox is tripped up.
I think they're going to call it a kick ball. White ball.
I don't know what happened there. I think, like you said, they may have called it a kick ball. So it's a turnover for Townsville with 33 on the clock. Spartan's going to look, I thought they might look for a 2-for-1, and that's another turnover from Anderson. So you got to think Townsville is going to try and work the clock for 1 shot.
Yeah.
25 seconds to go. Got to think it's going to be in the hands of Michaela Cox or Darcy Garvin. Looks like they're sending up for a bit of a horn set here, Dave. There's about half a second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Cox crossing over to the left, gets inside, gets to the rim, lays it in, plus the foul. Couldn't have gone any worse there for the Spartans, and a good take there by Cox. She got on the hip, got right to the rim, lays it in, plus the foul.
Yeah, not a lot of contact, but great finish as she beat Tye to the cup.
So there's 6 seconds on the clock, and Michaela Cox at the free throw line. An opportunity to put her team up by 3. And it's good. Now Jess McDowell-White crosses over half court. She's got about 2 seconds. She tried to find Curvon. She throws it out of bounds. That's going to do it. So at the end of the quarter, it's a 3-point lead for the Townsville Flames, 21-18. Dave, pretty impressive first quarter of action from both teams.
Yeah, great opening game, a great opening quarter. The key, for me, it was those 8 Spartan turnovers is killer. I mean, you can't give up that many turnovers and be competitive. That really can come back to haunt them later in the game for sure.
It certainly can. It is the quarter time break, so we'll take a quick one. We'll come back with some statistics in the second quarter of action here live from Star 106.3 Stadium in Townsville. It's Nothing But Net Media and TCTC presenting the QBL Women's Grand Final Series. Back with you here from Star 106.3 FM Stadium in Townsville. It's John Guarna and Dave Derwin on the call with the crew at TCTC running the production for us, doing a great job. Dave, it was an excellent first quarter of action. I know you're looking at the stats. What are they saying to you?
Yeah, well, as we closed out, to end the first, Johnny, the 8 turnovers is killer at the moment for Spartans. And they've also, Townsville's had 7 more shots. So realistically for Spartans, they've got to be pretty happy giving up a couple of offensive rebounds and a couple extra looks. Good move from Garvin, rewarded early. Really like the intent, straight to the foul line, establishing those post targets.
And let's take a quick moment to thank all of the sponsors for the Townsville basketball: A. Gabrielli Constructions, Dennis's Computers, Q Solutions, Beehive, Mendy Constructions, and Grilled. And we also have to thank Basketball Queensland and Townsville Basketball, and also the crew at TCTC for bringing us up here and allowing us to bring this excellent grand final series as Garvin hits 2 to put the lead up to 5. Brennan comes down with a defensive rebound. Now Townsville with another opportunity to increase the lead. There's Brennan getting to the cup. Her layup is strong. There's a foul inside. Looks like that one's going to go against Anais Curvon, her second personal. It's the team's second as well, so Curvon going to get a breather. Checking in is Emily Preston for the Spartans. Also have to thank Reliable Insurance, the sponsor of the referees. The QBL referees for the 2018 season are proudly sponsored by Reliable Insurance Solutions. To get the right call on your insurance, contact the team at Reliable Insurance Solutions. Brennan goes inside. Garvin double team. That's a nice double. She passes it out though. Walsh for 3 is short. You got to think that shot's going to be there for Ainsley Walsh all night.
You do, and I think good spacing.
Preston offensive rebound. And there's a foul inside. Not sure if that's going to go against Cox or Lisa Brennan. It's going to go against Brennan. First team foul against Townsville here in the second quarter. Bear inbounds Parham. Layup is good, and you see it looks so easy, but I've seen Spartans get that all season long.
Yeah, those little cheap ones, great out of bounds play. And Ainsley Walsh has just got to be a little bit more aware to not get caught on that.
There's Walsh, finds a diving Darcy Garvin, and she banks it home. That's not as easy as Darcy Garvin made that look.
Keep the ball high. Good post move. Fundamentals, Johnny.
That's why she's an Australian representative and training at that national level. Cox runs through a screen. McDowell White crosses over a couple times, finds Preston on the baseline. Now Ambrosia Anderson fires a wild one that's short. McDowell White, though, offensive rebound, and they're going to call it a shot clock violation. I thought Anderson's jump shot hit a bit of rim on the side there, but no complaints from Spartans on that one.
No.
Alex Fowler back on the floor for the Flames. Garvin's open, she can hit it from deep, and she does on that one, giving the Flames an 8-point lead.
Yeah, good penetrating pitch action. Townsville's really being patient in their offense.
Parham open for three, she answers. It's back down to 5, the deficit for Spartans. Beck, they work it around the perimeter. Garvin hits Michaela Cox, now Fowler. There's 6 on the shot clock. Garvin's short jumper is off the back of the rim. Here comes Parham. And the Spartans looking to chip away at this deficit. It's 5 right now for Southern Districts as Bear gets inside. Parham, offensive rebound, putback is good. Aja Parham flexing on that one.
Yeah, well, she just wanted it better, harder, stronger, and again rewarded with a great offensive rebound. Garvin a little lazy on the box out on that particular one.
Michaela Cox gonna fire a deep 3, that's off. Bear has it, and she can grab those defensive rebounds and run the offense. She kicks it back. McDowell White open for 3. That's good. Back-to-back threes from the Spartans tie the game at 28. And Coach Mike St. Maurice is going to take a timeout, so we'll take one as well, as Southern Districts has battled back to tie it at 28 here at Star 106.3 FM Stadium in Townsville. We'll take a quick break. We'll be back shortly. Back with you here at Star 106.3 FM Stadium. Back-to-back threes from the Southern District Spartans tie the game at 28. And Dave, it just seems like District's starting to build a little momentum, so good time out there from Coach St. Maurice.
Well, and it is. It's behind a lot of their playmaking, individual brilliance from Parham and Romeo Bear. Romeo Bear's bringing the pill down like she's John Stockton, finding people. And she's really been impactful the last couple of minutes.
There's Beck, floater up, no good, but she's fouled by Ambrosia Anderson.
Good take.
I like what Townsville is doing, Dave. They really seem to be making a concerted effort to get some feet in the paint, and it's been successful for them so far.
Yeah, they keep mixing it up, and I think, you know, for the Flames now, they've just got to clean up some of that transition. You've got to pick up the ball early with Bear, and again, try and get some bodies in front of her because, again, I think she's 6'5". She's got great vision. She's just waltzing down here and again, seeing the floor. So I think they just need to get up and in and force a little bit more pressure and get the ball out of her hands.
And Beck has been excellent. She hits the 2 free throws for Townsville. She's been really contributing A lot of points, which she did last week in the big semifinal win over Rockhampton. Parham, aggressive take. Layup is good. Aja Parham's got it going on.
Well, pretty well defended too, so terrific bucket.
I don't think he could have defended it any better. Just a better finish. Fowler on the block is double teamed. She rips through the double. Layup is short. And there's Beck Haynes with the rebound. Jess McDowell-White banks home a floater, and the Spartans take the first lead in quite some time. They're up by 2, Dave.
Yeah, +5 second quarter for the Spartans here. And again, most of it's coming in transition, Johnny, so not necessarily the half-court offense that's hurting the Spartans. It's more just that transition opportunities.
Beck missed the 3. Michaela Cox grabbed an offensive rebound. And here's Darcy Garvin looking to go one-on-one with Beck Haynes. Goes to the left-hand scoop shot, is no good. There's Bear kicking it ahead for Preston. Preston goes to the left hand and misses. Fowler with the defensive rebound. Haley Andrews, Euro step, finishes with the left. Looking like James Harden out there. Bet our coaches at Portland wouldn't mind seeing a few of those dropping in our freshman season as Preston answers on the other end. Good hands there by Aja Parham, deflecting the ball out of bounds. A few more subs. Ash Ty going to check back into the game. Emily Preston getting a breather. Garvin has it one-on-one with Bear, goes out. Now Cox has it with 8 on the shot clock. Our pass tipped out of bounds off of Spartan, so it's going to stay with Townsville with 7 to go on the shot clock. Andrews looking inside. Garvin can't handle the pass, and Parham comes up with the steal. And look at the Spartans looking to run. Taya has it. She's going to pull up for 3. It's up and short. And Garvin grabs the defensive rebound. Not sure about that shot selection there, Dave.
Yeah.
Cox nearly turned it over as well. Garvin, top of the key 3, is short.
It's getting a little sloppy. Both teams a little fatigued here in the end of the first half. And it just really free. But not many buckets in the last couple minutes.
Only Bear, hands off for Parham. There's 7 on the shot clock. Bear gets it along the baseline, goes inside, a great pass to Haynes. She misses the layup, though. There was a bit of contact. I think Haynes thought she was going to get the foul call. Nice high-low action from the Flames. Fowler to Garvin, ties it up at 34. McDowell-White from the wing. Her three-pointer is short. Andrews steps out of bounds. Don't know why she went for that one. I thought she would have let it go.
I'm sure she agrees with you, Johnny.
Brennan and Walsh check back in for Townsville. Beck and Fowler getting a breather. 2:48 to go in the first half. We're tied at 34. Taya goes to the left hand, gets to the rack, and lays it in.
Great blow by. Not a whole lot of help D for the Flames.
There's Brennan now out to Michaela Cox. Good ball movement. Walsh corner 3 is good. Nice ball movement. Leads to an Ainsley Walsh 3.
Geez, both teams really unselfish basketball here early in the first half. Johnny making the right pass.
McDowell-White goes to the right hand, kicks it out to an open Taya. Three-pointer up, and that's good from Ash Taya. The dribble penetration once again leads to a deep shot for the Spartans. Andrews gets past Parham. Layup is too strong. And then Jess McDowell-White tied up by Lisa Brennan. Possession arrow. I think it's going to stay with Townsville. Townsville, though, going to take a timeout with 1:50 to go in the first half, and they're down 2. We'll take a quick break. We'll come back with the final 2 minutes of action here from Star 106.3 FM Stadium in Townsville.